Oh, everybody else is safety man? Good for you. Good for all of you. Good job. Safety man. I bet you wear helmets when you ride your bicycle and your scooters in the park, don't you? Yeah, I bet you do. And you wear your knee pads and shin guards too, because you're safe. Seatbelt laws are bullshit, and here's why. A law is strictly there, or it should be there, to not only protect you, but everybody else. Like you shouldn't drink and drive, and you shouldn't hit people with cars, shit like that. Seatbelts make no fucking sense because it's not like somebody's gonna go, oh hey, he's not wearing a seatbelt, crash. That never fucking happens. The only way a seatbelt law should be a law is if they are capable of proving that if you get in a head-on collision with somebody and you're not wearing a seatbelt, you will be launched out of your car and into theirs and kill them. That is the only way that justifies a seatbelt law. And I am willing to do the research to prove that that isn't true. Get me some cadavers, put them in a car, push the button to death. See you later, Billy. You work for this. I don't care. 4 people laugh. That's my audience. The rest of you, go fuck yourself. I don't need you. Those 4 people in 15 years is going to translate to 40 in a theater. I don't need any of you. Went to my cousin's wedding last year around Thanksgiving. And here's a really fun story. I don't like my family at all, and they don't like me, so it's mutual. But I go to my cousin's wedding, and it's the Goldsby wedding, which you can ask Carlton, sounds kind of Jewy. So we're at the Goldsby wedding, and the priest goes, okay, these 2 are married now. I would like everybody in this room to please take your right hand and put it to the bride and the groom and say a prayer with me. Now, when you hear him say that, you'd think everybody would go like this and say a prayer. That's not what happened at all. During the Goldsby wedding, all the white people that were in the fucking chapel at the time, instead of going like this to say a prayer, they put their right hands up like this to say a prayer. I can only imagine like some janitor or something walking by. Wonder what's going on at the Goldsby wedding. Oh shit. I ain't getting involved in this. I know how this is going to end. I know that shit. 6. When I was in college, there were 2 really, really hot girls at our school. And I mean like stereotypical, like just hot chicks. Like 5 foot, 100 pounds, long dark hair, beautiful natural tits, and they wore skimpy outfits all the time. There was a point where one of my friends and I were going to class, we were seeing them walk up the stairs, and I'm like, whoa, wait a minute. Once they got to the 3rd step, you could see under their skirts. It was fucking fantastic, and I was single, don't judge me. Now, I'm telling you this because I had a class that was taught by one of these like feminazis that has a hyphenated name. Her name was Dr. McClinton Temple. You can go look this up at King's College. She's a real bitch. I got so sick and tired of her shit that I called her Mrs. Temple just to piss her off. I prefer to be called Dr. McClinton Temple, Zack. I understand that, Mrs. Temple, but this is important. She's talking about these 2 girls like, I see these young women. Do they have no respect for themselves? They bend over and I can see boob. And all they eat is cereal all day. I'm at breakfast, I see them eating Lucky Charms. I'm at lunch, I see them eating Lucky Charms. I'm at dinner, they're eating Lucky Charms. Do they have no self-respect? Do they not care for themselves? And I decided to speak up and say, well, yeah, that's how they stay hot. Pretty girls like that can't eat food like us regular folk. They'll get fat and ugly and have to settle for less. That's not okay. They gotta remain like that. Every girl that's not laughing, you weren't them, unfortunately. Didn't eat enough cereal. Now you got a pot belly. I think it's hot, but not everybody. I don't give a shit. The people that are laughing, I love you. The people that aren't laughing, you'll forget me. That's how you save a bit. I'm going to do this last one. I get really, really annoyed at people that talk about how technology is going to be our end, technology is going to take over. I get annoyed with that because on a yearly basis, I crash at least 3 or 4 laptops. And I take it to Geek Squad and they get all pissy like, are you fucking stupid or something, sir? No, I'm not stupid. I'm showing my dominance over technology by crashing this fucking thing. That's what I'm doing. Everybody's like, oh God, my smartphone's gonna take over. It's gonna be like Terminator and Skynet's gonna take over. The fuck it is. I'm watching Sandra Romaine take 4 dicks in her ass on my laptop. I can handle it, she's loving it, but my laptop crashes the next day. And we're worried about this shit taking over? Really? I don't know about you, but I love the Terminator movies, but they're fucking bullshit. The first Terminator movie should have been 5 minutes long, and this is how it goes. Oh, hey, the Terminator arrived. Oh shit, what's John Connor doing here? Hey John, what are you doing? I'm downloading Lisa Ann and Who's Nailing Palin. Watch this shit end. That's how you beat Skynet, motherfucker. Terminator comes up on you. Got any last wishes? Could you log on to Pornhub for about 5 minutes and see what happens? Sure. Pew! Future saved. Ba-da-dum, dum, dum. All right, guys, that's my time. Thank you very much.